Hey guys, it's Dylan from Clueless Gamers, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. This will be my Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 episode 109 review. Before I get into it, I just wanted to take a chance to, again, thank everyone. We just hit 2,000 subscribers a few days ago. Our new channel intro video, a video we just uploaded a few hours ago, is us thanking you guys, but I just wanted to reiterate how amazing you guys are that you supported this channel. I mean, I made my first video like a week before Christmas, so in not even 6 months, the fact that this has blown up to the point where we have over 2,000 people that follow us, it's just amazing, and I just can't thank you guys enough. So anyway, now that all the mushy stuff is out of the way, we'll get right into it, the reason why you guys are watching. So hope you guys enjoy.
もう一度我々の出番のようだな。
カイトも面白そうだけど、まずはユウヤにリベンジしなきゃね。
これは何事だ。
誰も手出しはするな。榊優勝の息子は僕が葬り去る。
So what did I think about the episode? Well, let me start by saying this. The episode for me, this episode, did not, in my opinion, have many expectations. The bar was set so low, at least for me. It's Shun and Yuya versus the Obelisk Force. It's a filler duel for whatever well, we know the big duel that's coming up around the corner in 110, but it's just clearly a filler duel, and there was no real, they could have, 15 minutes of the episode could have been Yuya sleeping, then he gets up and he OTKs the Obelisk Force. That would have met my, that's how low I had set the bar for this episode. I really was not expecting much, but I have to say, this episode, especially the last 5 minutes or so, did exceed my expectations. So in terms of what I was expecting, I thought it was a good episode. Maybe overall, it was an alright episode, but I'm really excited for the duel that is coming up. So anyway, the episode kicks off with Yuya and Alan kind of talking, and everyone, they do like an Anzu friendship circle from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're all like, yeah, we're each other's comrades, and you knew the happiness wasn't going to last. The Obelisk Force comes in. You also know that Noru and the Tyler twins are both going to watch this duel, so that's where it gets set. So Gengenzika, everyone wants to duel. Yuya and Shun say, no, we'll take care of it. Yuya wants to continue his entertainment dueling. The duel starts. There wasn't really, in terms of monsters, there was no new monsters. The duel was really what I thought it was going to be. It was pretty cool to see the Obelisk Force towards the end of this duel summon the Antique Gear Chaos Giant, and what I loved about this, it's not the first time we've seen it. Dennis used it in his duel against Shun, but what I love about this monster is just the destruction that it brings. Even when it gets summoned, the Tyler twins are like, oh, are they trying to kill everyone? Like, literally, when you summon this monster, even in the battlefield, you have no control over it. Like, this is not a normal monster that you summon. These are the monsters that destroyed Heartland. So I kind of like how they kept that concept where even when these monsters get summoned during the duels, they still bring this destructive force with them. Anyway, Sayaka has like a post-traumatic stress disorder moment where she sees the robots and she gets a flashback and she starts panicking. A little dumb of a reason. I mean, I don't know why she would start running away from it, honestly. I mean, I don't know where she, what's she gonna do? Just keep running? And that's how Shun ends up getting hurt, and he gets hurt very badly. He saves Sayaka, he collapses, obviously. The building collapsed, and he probably braced her, he probably put his body around her, and then all the materials of the building fell on him, and that's why he took so much damage. So he passed out. Yuya's about to, and this is when the duel really gets good for me. Yuya's about to run, and, one of the Obelisk Force members is like, battle, and he sends the attack, and it looks like they are gonna win. Yuya's able to, he takes the one attack, which destroys Odd Eyes. He takes the second attack by using an Entermit effect from his hand. And then the third attack, he's got to get an action card. He's about to get it. When the Antique Gear Chaos Giant steps on the ground, the action card flies up, and it's like, holy crap, what's gonna happen? And this genuinely surprised me. I knew he was gonna be in this episode because it was in the cast, but Kaido catches the action card and throws it on his disc and uses it. That was a great moment. I knew Kaido was going to be in it, but it was in the back of my mind, so I wasn't expecting it. So when the action card flew up, I was like, what the hell? He's not going to lose, is he? And then it falls to Kaido, and I thought that was a really cool moment. And I gotta say, Kaido continues to just back my opinion that he is one of the best duelists, a top 5 duelist in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe. He comes down, he OTKs the entire Obelisk Force, and he has a bit of a human moment where he's about to card them, and then he's just like, you know what? You're not even worth a card, or maybe he's coming to the realization that this isn't the way to do things, and maybe Shun, actually, his words affected Kaido, because Yuya's words probably didn't get through to him. Maybe it was Shun's words, so that was kind of a cool human moment. As for the duel itself, it was alright. Again, there were no new monsters. It was predictable. You knew they weren't going to lose to the Obelisk Force. I thought it was kind of dumb what happened to Shun, but at the same time, it was kind of cool that he, saved Sayaka and he cares that much about people now, compared to the Shun that was at the beginning of the show, that only cared about him, Yuto, and Ruri, his immediate comrade. Now he kind of just cares about almost everyone. I guess Sayaka is an immediate comrade, but you guys know what I mean. So it's just kind of cool to see Shun now as a much friendlier, and like he watches out for people, so that is cool to see with him. And also, as for the Tyler twins who were watching this duel, maybe I overreacted. I thought they were completely flipped. While Grace is still really, I don't want to say in love with Yuya's dueling style, she clearly is idolizing Yuya to some degree, because she really cannot wait whenever it's Yuya's turn and she's making these comments. Grace, or Gloria, excuse me, however, is really still bitter about it, and she's kind of showing a little angst towards her sister. Like when her sister makes a comment, Gloria will be like, is this really the time for that? She's getting a little annoyed. No, the clock guy, Noru, I'm pretty sure is his name, is just so irritating. He's like, oh, this duel should have been over 5 minutes ago. And it's like, dude, please stop. You are and is it just me, or does he have Professor Crowler's voice? I'm almost positive that he and Professor Crowler have the same voice actor. I might be a little different, but the way they speak is so similar. Someone fact check me on that. I'm too lazy to look it up myself, but that would be really cool if that they do have the same voice actors. The point I was trying to get to, though, was maybe the Tyler twins are not fully turned. They clearly aren't, actually, because once the duel ends, the Tyler twins are like, now even Grace, we're gonna have to step in now. And they say, like, yeah, Kaido will be fun, but we have to get our revenge on Yuya. So it doesn't look like the Tyler twins are fully turned yet, which is actually a really good thing to see. Maybe I overreacted, maybe some other people overreacted as well, but it just seemed like they had already turned. Now, Grace is inspired, Gloria isn't. You guys suggested maybe Grace will go off with Yuya and the Lancers at some point. Gloria will stay with Academia. That would actually be kind of a cool concept. So the duel, anyway, that's pretty much it with them. It'll be interesting to see what role they have in these next coming episodes, because obviously they will be sticking around in the area. So Kaido starts walking away, and the Tyler twins are about to step in, and all these people, it looks like Obelisk Blue students. It doesn't look like, they're not the Obelisk Force. They come out of nowhere. They kind of just make an assembly line surrounding the I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're trying to surround everyone in. And then it's just Edo. And he's like, nobody do anything. I'm going to be the one to bury Yusho's son. And then it just, I thought that was a really solid ending. I thought the last 4 minutes of this episode were really good. The episode as a whole was alright. It was better than I expected, but again, I set the bar pretty low. The ending was great, and it looks like, obviously based on the preview, which I will show you guys in a few minutes, it looks like we are going to get Yuya versus Edo, as some of the spoilers kind of indicated, but that will be, hopefully, a really entertaining duel. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode. It was meant to be a filler episode. I thought and in terms of filler, I just mean you had the Tyler twins, which that duel should have lasted a little longer if you ask me, and then you have just kind of an emotional break, almost. You don't want to just go from one big duel to another big duel in this kind of environment. I mean, you could do that, but I understand why they just wanted to take a break before really setting up this Yuya versus Edo duel. I thought the last 5 minutes of this episode were good. Again, the episode as a whole, it was alright, but let me know what you guys think. I obviously make these because I love to hear what you guys have to say. And without further ado, I'm going to show you the preview for episode 110, get into it a little bit.
榊優也、今日こそ決着をつける。エドとデールで分かり合うにはどうしたら。僕は君に絶対に勝つ。そして榊優勝のデュエルが間違っていることを証明してみせる。
あいつは自分たちのデュエルこそが正しいと思い込んでいる。
自分たちのデュエルこそ。そうか。次回遊戯王アーク5破かれたスマイルワールド。お楽しみはこれからだ。
So that was it. Kind of interesting to note, Edo is like using the handcuffs, similar to what Team Satisfaction did in 5Ds. I think that's the only other time I can kind of compare that to, where he handcuffs Yuya and he forces him into a duel, which is what you said Jack Kiru and Crow did when they were cleaning up the streets in 5Ds. So I thought that was kind of an interesting thing to do. The Tyler twins are clearly sticking around. As you can see, Grace gets excited again. She's probably saying something along the lines of, you know, I can't wait to see Yuya duel again, as she looks extremely excited. But this duel, I really hope is good. This duel needs to be long, it needs to be solid, it needs to be good. We have not had a really, really great duel. The first duel between them I thought was good, albeit short. I didn't love the ending. This duel needs to be good, and I am hoping that it is a good duel. Would love to see some more cards from Yuya, would love to see some more cards from Edo especially, and it looks like we're going to learn more about Yusho as well. It's interesting, the last line of dialogue from Yuya in this preview is something along the lines of, the only way Edo knows how to duel. Okay, I know, almost hinting like he's going to go into Berserk. He's obviously not, but the way Edo knows how to duel is, you know, the powerful, you know, dueling is a war, and Yuya kind of realizes that towards the end of the preview, according to the dialogue. So, I'm not sure how Yuya's going to counter it. I doubt the solution in Yuya's mind, and the solution in general, is to go Berserk, but that was my impression of it. So I'm not really sure what to say. I'm not going to go too into it, as I always don't, because obviously I'll go into it next week. But hopefully this duel is going to be good, because if this is a good duel, you know, then maybe all of a sudden the show's kind of... Again, I don't think the show's going downhill. I think it had a couple of bad episodes. I know it's still kind of recovering from the Synchro arc, but I thought 109 was a pretty good episode, and if this duel between Yuya and Edo is good, then I think we can finally start maybe moving back to where Arc 5 was when it first started. So guys, that about wraps it up. Not sure about the time, but this might be one of my shorter reviews because, again, not really too much happened in this episode. But, as always, please let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know any theories going forward you have. Let me know any thoughts on the preview for 110. What do you think? Yuya vs. Edo. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think there will be a result? Do you think it'll be a draw like last time, which would kind of be stupid? I hope someone wins. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, like the video, comment most importantly, and until next Yu-Gi-Oh video, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.